Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Aubrey.
And today we're filming a full face only using our left hand.
Okay, so let's get started.
Right.
I'm priming with the Smashbox Photo Finish. This is the hydrating one, and I have to use this one because I have really dry skin.
And first I'm using the Marc Jacobs Cover Stick in Covert Affairs.
For foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Glow in the shade 203. And I'm going to be mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover in the shade 301.
On top of that, I'm using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It's like my go-to primer.
I'm going to spray my face really quick actually with the MAC Fix Plus. First, what I'm doing is I'm going in with my Becca Under Eye Brightening. Going in with my Becca Under Eye Brightening like paste stuff, and I just like take this brush. This is actually a IT Cosmetics brush. It's 314, and I'm just literally like applying it with this.
And for foundation, I'm actually using the same that Aubrey's using. I'm mixing the Pro Glow in shade 202 with the Total Coverage in shade 303. I just picked this up today. It's the first time I've used it. Left hand.
Oh,
it's harder than it looks.
I'm sorry guys, I keep forgetting, but right now I'm literally just like buffing this Becca.
Did you just feel the cold breeze?
Yeah, the Becca brightening serum under my eyes. Now I'm going to apply
I like how this goes on when it's mixed together.
Yeah, we're actually both trying this, like I said, for the first time today. We saw a video of Nikki Tutorials. Like she was raving about these two being mixed together. So we figured that we would try it today. So we're actually both using the Morphe M439 to buff in our foundation. And I think we both go over with a beauty blender. Going over any foundation with a beauty blender is really going to give it like a flawless look. And it's really going to buff it into the skin.
Sometimes using the brush, it leaves your foundation a little streaky. And just going over with that damp beauty blender is just going to even it all out and make it look flawless, in my opinion.
And right now, I'm using a Real Techniques beauty blender. I'm not actually, well, I use my Real Beauty blender to buff in my Becca highlighting serum. But this I actually like to buff because it's got this flat end. And that's actually my favorite part about this particular beauty blender.
For concealer, I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla.
And I'm also using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla.
Oh my gosh. This is actually kind of hard to apply with my left hand. My hand's kind of cramping up.
Powder. Yeah, no stamina in our left hand.
Literally none.
I'm actually using the Milani Contour and Highlight Duo Stick. So right now I'm just literally going in and I'm doing kind of like, you always, when you're cream contouring, you always want to drag out to the hairline. If you drag in, it can get a little muddy. So you want to try to buff it out as much as you can. This is not my favorite thing to cream contour with because it is so subtle. It's completely worn off, but I actually use a contour stick by ColourPop, and as you can tell, like it's almost empty, hence why I'm using my Milani. This I love. I actually love this. It's very easy to blend. Really weird.
One summer, I was really bored, and I like wrote a whole bunch of things over and over again in a notebook with my left hand because I wanted to become left-handed. It didn't work. I'm using the RCMA setting powder. It's just in the Laura Mercier packaging because the RCMA powder comes in like a weird thing and it's not convenient whatsoever. I love the powder.
It comes in this container, but I did actually just get this in the mail. It's the Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can get this anywhere, and it's very cheap. Now, I've only tried it out once, and I had a bad experience with it. I found that it was sticking to my face and making my face look dry.
And then I'm setting the rest of my face with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So I'm just going to go under it with my eyes. Now, I will say this one looks a lot better the second time around under my eyes. The first time I tried it was on my face, and it just looked weird, but maybe I just didn't give it a chance.
To contour, I'm just using Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with a Morphe, what is this number? 495 fan brush. I think contouring with a fan brush is a lot easier, and it gives you like a chiseled out look without having to like try hard to achieve it.
So to set my entire face, it really just depends on how I'm feeling that day, but I always go in with a condensed foundation brush. I actually have always used this IT Cosmetics brush. It's the LBD Foundation 302, and I got this at Ulta. And I go in to the banana shade and the light shade. So weird.
To bronze my forehead, I'm using Hoola bronzer.
So now my entire face is set.
So convenient.
Yeah. Yes, I know I'm using my right hand, but that's because I'm doing my brows, and I feel like they don't count because I did them off camera, so. But right now, like, my face feels really smooth. I don't feel any areas that are sticky still. That's something that I think you should always. To contour, I'm going in with my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, and I am going to be using my Morphe M23. And she actually got me hooked on this brush. She said that she loved this brush. This, I noticed, gives me a really buffed out look, and it doesn't just give me a straight line of contour. Pan.
Translucent.
I'm also going to be going into my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is a drugstore brand, and this is the best bronzer.
Oh, for my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And then I don't use a clear brow gel. I use the Gimme Brow by Benefit. And I also only put this in the tail. Locks my brows in place. Gives it. I love using this on no makeup days. Just to kind of, it doesn't fill in my brows, but it makes them look a little fuller on the end.
Yeah, I actually love that product too. I use the exact same one, just in a lighter shade. And like Rachel said, I use it on no makeup days just to kind of give my brows a little bit more.
This brow's a little messed up since I don't know how to use my left hand, but. So I'm gonna move on to eyes. For today, I'm going to be using the Sweet Peach palette.
And for blush, I'm going in to my Butter Blush.
Oh, this is pigmented. I really haven't played with this palette much.
Now I'm just baking. So while that's baking, I'm going to prep my lids.
Okay, doing your right eye with your left hand.
Yeah, that's what's hard about it. Like, okay, so those are primed. Now I'm going to go over top of it with just a little bit of concealer to just kind of get rid of my veins for good. Okay, and the palette that I'm going to be digging into today is the Morphe 25B. Okay,
then just to like kind of deepen my crease, I'm going to be going in with the shade Charmed, I'm sure.
Right now I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics brush. The number is C5312. And I'm just going to put it all over the lid. Now, it's really hard to do your makeup with your non-dominant hand, I'm not going to lie. It's definitely not fun or ideal. But here we are. And now that I've set the entire lid, I'm gonna pop a color into my crease. This is really hard.
I feel like, does it look muddy?
That one does. Now I'm going to pop the shade right below it in the second row. I'm going to pop that in my inner, or in my outer corner, right in here is where I'm going to put it.
Then over my whole lid, I'm going to be going in with the shade Luscious. It's just kind of like a shimmery, like champagne color.
Just so unnatural for me to be using my left hand right now. And I'm going to go back through and I'm going to continue to buff this in. This is like not turning out how I wanted to. I blame you, left hand, and Rachel for convincing me to do this. Okay, so next I'm going to dip into my Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to dip into these two colors. I'm going to pop that on the inner corner.
I actually have always done my left eye with my left hand for mascara, so this isn't hard for me.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't like reaching across when I do my mascara.
Whoever came up with this challenge, I'm just gonna say that I don't like you very much, because you're just giving Rachel ideas to make me do things that I don't really want to do, like this.
So I'm going to dust away this translucent powder that I kind of forgot was there. And I just use the same powder brush that I use.
Shoot, I just realized I was using my right hand. Oh my gosh. I don't like this. It's very hard for me.
Sorry.
Would you drop anything important?
No, it's just a lid to your powder.
Oh, okay.
I can use your monkey toes to pick it up.
Rachel makes fun of me because I can pick like everything up.
Not only pick things up, but pinch and pull.
So next I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to be using my Mary Luminizer, which is also really, really affordable, and I love this. I just started using it, and she's been telling me to get it for a while, and I just kept putting it off, and I love it. And I'm also going to mix that with my Jouer Topaz highlight, which this combination I love on my skin tone. Oh. I have to highlight with my left hand. That's not satisfying. Okay, so I'm going to be using Rachel's Morphe M208 brush, and she swears for this brush for nose contour.
For lips, I'm using Chloe's collection with Kylie Cosmetics and the shade Chloe Money, I think. I don't know.
Money.
It has like the money sign in it, so oh my gosh, I need to use my left hand. Sorry, I put a little bit on my lip already just to see, like, to make sure it was the color I wanted to use.
You have to, okay, sorry guys, I just had to fix my brows a little bit with my right hand because I, when we messed up and had to restart, I wiped a little bit of my brows off, so they don't look as good as they did, but they still look pretty decent.
This is hard to do with your left hand.
The lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
And where's my, okay. And then normally after I do my highlight, I go back into whatever blush it is that I'm wearing, and I just try to put a little bit more because sometimes the highlight will like kind of take over for the blush. So I just like to pop just a little bit more. I don't like to wear much blush, so. Okay, that's the first time, this is the first time I've ever worn Topaz on my nose as a contour, and I actually do not like it, or as a nose highlight, because it's kind of giving me like an ashy undertone, like when I look up to see the true color, not just the shine. It's giving me like an undertone on my skin color, so I don't know if I can use that specific highlighter on my nose, but everywhere else I'm doused in it, so. And I'm going to be going in with my Jeffree Star Mannequin. This is always my go-to lipstick. I think I wear this one more often than I probably should, but
if you don't use Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, start.
Yeah. The formula is amazing. Right now I'm just kind of going over with my Beauty Blender. It's got a little bit more foundation on it just to kind of give my lips like a base. Okay, bottom lip is not that hard. And this color actually is a lot darker once it dries. Well, not a lot darker, but it gets a little bit darker when it dries. god, I forgot my hair was in a bun.
I'm just going to go over my lipstick with a gloss. It's Buxom Gloss in the shade Sandy.
Okay, so the lipstick didn't go on as well as I hoped.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
My edges on my lips are not clean. Whatever. No.
So these are our finished looks, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that we weren't really consistent throughout the whole video with using just our left hands.
We tried though.
We tried, and
A for
overall,
effort.
it wasn't a bad look.
It might sound like it's easy, but it's not. Like, my highlight, especially on this side, I really messed it up. But yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any ideas for what you want to see from us in the future, please leave any ideas you have in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.
Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye guys.